The midnight car. Jake loved driving at night. The empty roads and quiet solitude were calming, especially during the winter months. He worked late shifts at the diner, and the 20-minute drive home through snowy country roads had become a comforting routine. One night as he drove home, the snow fell heavier than usual. The windshield wipers barely kept up, and the headlights only illuminated a short stretch of the road ahead. Jake gripped the wheel tighter, squinting into the darkness. That's when he saw it. A car idling on the shoulder, its hazard lights blinking faintly through the snow. Jake slowed down as he approached. The car was old, its paint peeling, and the windows were fogged up. "Someone probably needs help," he muttered, pulling over. He grabbed his flashlight and stepped out into the biting cold. Snow crunched under his boots as he approached the car. The driver's side window was slightly open, but the interior was dark. "Hello?" Jake called out, shining the flashlight inside. The car was empty. The seats were torn and the dashboard was coated in a thin layer of frost. Jake frowned. The engine was running, but there were no signs of anyone nearby. He walked around to the back of the car, checking for footprints in the snow, but the ground was undisturbed. As he turned back to the driver's side, the hazard lights flickered and stopped. The engine died, plunging the road into silence. Jake's pulse quickened. He reached for the door handle, hesitating for just a moment, then pulled it open. The driver's seat was soaked, as if someone had been sitting there moments before. "Okay, this is weird," Jake muttered, backing away. As he stepped onto the road, he saw something in his peripheral vision. A figure standing in the trees, just beyond the reach of his flashlight. Jake froze, the beam of light shaking in his hand. The figure didn't move. It stood perfectly still, its shape barely visible through the falling snow. "Hey!" Jake called, his voice trembling. No response. Suddenly, the figure tilted its head, and Jake's stomach dropped. The motion was unnatural, jerky, as if the neck was broken. Jake stumbled back toward his car, his heart pounding. As he climbed in and locked the doors, the radio crackled to life. Static filled the cabin, followed by a faint whisper. "You shouldn't have stopped." Jake's breath hitched. He looked up and his blood ran cold. The figure was now standing in front of his car, its head still tilted, its hollow eyes staring directly at him. The whisper came again, louder this time. "Drive." Jake didn't wait. He slammed the car into reverse, tires spinning on the icy road, and sped away without looking back. When he finally reached home, Jake sat in his driveway, his hands shaking on the wheel. The static on the radio had stopped, but the words still echoed in his head. As he stepped out of the car, he froze. There, on the back window, were handprints, long, slender fingers smeared across the glass. Did this story give you chills? Don't forget to like, comment, and follow for more terrifying tales. What's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you on the road? Tell me below. Boo.